Hi, everybody. So today we're going to work on the text tool. Just go ahead and open a landscape page. All right, so the text tool here, or the type tool, is what it's called in Illustrator. With the type tool, you can type just like you type in Photoshop. So if you just choose that and then click here, and let's say fashion, you can always, oops, you can always select it, change the size of it. You can change the font. So we can do that. You can move this. You can make it bigger. You can also change the fill. This, okay. So this is all the same as what you know with Photoshop. I'm going to zoom that in a little bit. Now, if you go to move tool, you can move this, but you select a certain font and it writes like that. You can go to your direct selection tool and you won't be able to do much. So if you click on the letters, nothing happens. But what you can do that's cool about type tool on Illustrator is you can select with your selection tool, select your text, and then go to type, and you can click on create outlines. And when you create outlines, what happens is when you go to your direct selection tool and you click on the letters have outlines. So it gives you the flexibility to move your letters. You can change the spacing if you just click on it and move. You can also, if you click on an anchor and you try to pull it, you can do that. Okay. I'm going to play with this a little bit. Okay, so you can do this kind of changes to your letters. So each letter, again, because it's not pixel based and it's vector based, you can just move those vectors and you can change your style. Another cool thing, there are a couple different tools. So let's just go to each one of them. The area type tool. So for example, if you wanted to select an area and then type your text here. Let me just reduce the size of this to 14. Then you can type just like we usually do. But I'll go back. What you can also do is you can use the pen tool and create an area. Okay. So let's say we create this area here. Okay. And now we have our area. Now you can go to your text tool and you can click on area type tool. And once you click on that, you have to click on one of the anchors. And again, our text size is way too big. So let me just turn back to 14. Now you can type in here. And I'm going to make this a little bigger to fill up the area so you can see. All right, so you see that it actually fills up the area. You can always change your text color as well. So let's do that. Okay. Now let's do something else. So you can click on your pen tool again. And you can click I'm trying to create a more curvy path. So you're creating a path basically. Okay, so I'm gonna make this my path, and you can push escape to get out of this. Now we can go here, and we're gonna use type on a path tool. When you click on this and you just come to one of the anchors, then your text is going to follow this line. So let's write something here. Select it and reduce it to 18. Okay. So, oops, there's not enough room. Now, you can leave it at that, but you can also do this. You can go to your direct selection tool, and you can select your anchors, and you can move the anchors. You can move it up a little bit, or you can go to your anchor point tool, and you can try to curve that anchor. Okay, we can curve this anchor a little bit. All right, so you can fix things easily here. Let's zoom out a little bit. And what else can we do? I'm gonna move this a little bit here. And another thing I'm gonna try is, let's see. We're gonna use the pen tool again. And this time I'm just going to create a little weird looking box. Okay, and now I can get my vertical area type tool. So instead of writing like this horizontally, you can just click on one of the anchors and your writing is going to be vertical. Another thing, by the way, when you do this, you have to make sure, and we can also change the fill color. Let me just change that really quick. If you are trying to write inside a box, you have to make sure you select the vertical area type tool. If you push vertical type tool, it's not going to stay inside the box. So your text will go over the box. So you have to select the area one to stay inside. You can also type vertically on a path. So let's just try that. Let's create another path here. Okay. I'm gonna create this weird path. And I'll say escape to get out. And then I'm going to use the vertical type. You just go to an anchor. And now let's find a good code to write here. It's too big again. Okay, let's see. Change this a little bit more. Okay, I think that's better now. It fits. Okay, so you have a code here. I feel like I need to put a dot here. And let's see. Now, one other thing you can do is you can also create a path. This time I'm going to create this interesting path. Okay. I'm going to move this. Let's move this one up a little bit. I'm going to try to make this look a little more like a dress. Okay. Okay. And then we can always use the anchor point tool to curve our points. All right, I'm going to leave it at that. I don't want to spend too much time on this. So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to go to my area type tool and I'm going to click on the anchor, and now we can type something here. Okay, I can go to my type on a path tool and I can just write something here that takes the shape of a dress, for example. So you can make this a lot more interesting. So let's write something here. Since we have some more room, I'm just gonna write the name of the person who said that. And what we can do is maybe increase the font. The name, and the name is not showing. What I can do is lengthen the dress. Okay. I think that's better. Okay, so something like this. And of course, you can always select your text and change the color of it. So I'm going to use this color here. Okay, so you can create something interesting. You can work on something to make it more creative. I'm also going to show you what it's supposed to look like really quick. This is another example of what students have done before. So just be creative and do something that looks cool. All right, so let's just zoom out of this. And I'm going to go ahead and save it as. And this is going to be my exercise 4 type tool. Okay. I had a second one, so I'll just save it as 1. Okay. All right, we'll continue with Illustrator next time.